All right, you guys. So here I am, Gila National Forest, a really beautiful national forest, very expansive. It was a really long drive in, lots of really windy roads. There was a lot of really blind corners and a couple kind of close calls with people who were flying. So, just gonna make this video, a little bit of a vlog, of a diary. You know, I don't know if this video will see the light of day, but it might go to friends and family or maybe YouTube. A lot of people have told me to make a YouTube, so that's where I'm at. But yeah, it's a really, really beautiful area here, and I'm actually going up to some ancient cliff dwellings. Got about probably an hour and a half hike to these cliff dwellings. So they were used by the Hopi people and Apache. They were two of the tribes around here, but the people who actually built these cliff dwellings were Mongolan. I'm probably not saying it right. I asked the lady for a pronunciation, but she said it and now it's back out of my brain. So I've got this hike. I'll take a little bit of videos of the scenery and show you guys when I get to the top. Unfortunately, Lola was not allowed on the trail, but that's understandable. They don't want pets. I mean, I'm sure it applies mostly for dogs, but yeah, they wouldn't let me bring her even just in the carrier, which is a bummer, because she was being really good. She was ready to, I could tell she was ready to go this whole hike, and I've been promising her a hike for days now, and we haven't really gotten a good chance. So yeah, I'll get some videos of this trail, and I will see you guys later. Really, really beautiful forest. You think New Mexico, I guess, at least I personally think desert, but it's quite the pine forest around here, and lots of these little tiny bridges with this little creek going underneath it. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're in these caves now. The lady told me it would take 2 hours to get here, but that's not true. So you can see it's not particularly, I don't know, it's all black and got this mold. I don't know if that's maybe from fires or something, but it's really, really a cool view when you get up in here. I was pretty amazed with that. So here, some of the structures, you can see a little bit, or maybe right there, you can see people have carved their names, of course. That's why we can't have nice things, right? Yeah, I'll show a little bit more as I go through here. And here's a really, really cool view, looking out of the caves. I don't know if those would have been common spaces or single rooms. I guess there was murals there at one point, but they're long faded. Yeah, it's really awesome, you know, thinking that people lived in here. They said people lived in here for about 25 years, so it wasn't that long lived, but just thinking of waking up to this being your view and sleeping in those, it's a really cool thought. Just living simply and hunting, that would be amazing, especially in this beautiful area. I saw wild boars coming in, a couple wild boars and deer. So really awesome. Here's a sledge here. And more of just, you know, just kind of random rooms a little bit, sort of blocked off now. I don't want people going up in there, but yeah, just really neat to think that people were inhabiting these, let's see, 700 years ago, the year 1300. That's awesome. It's to think that they put in all this effort to build this, and really for only 25 years. I mean, you got to think that's, you know, getting all this stone. I mean, all these individual stones that you can see, and putting them together with mud. That's a lot of effort on a cliff face. So there that is one more time. So here's kind of the end of as far as I can go. Yeah, like I said, there's just all these little rooms, and I guess the roof would have been kind of natural anyway, so they didn't really need them roofed off. I think they said about 80% of what was originally built is still here. So really cool. Like I said, I can't help but imagine, you know, living here. That would have been amazing. Like, maybe that's just because I sleep in a van and I like to travel, you know, with bare minimum, but it's pretty awesome to think of. Maybe I'm just romanticizing it, because sure, it would have been tough, but for this view, probably worth it. And they don't know why the people abandoned these settlements, but they did, and went to Copper Canyon in Mexico. So that's really awesome. I'll walk through here for just a second and show you guys that it's kind of maybe labyrinth isn't the right word, but really does zig and zag, and there's not, I mean, I guess when you're working with rocks, you just gotta build around them, and I'm pretty sure I can climb on these ladders, I think, otherwise I'm about to deface a national monument. But, so, yeah, no, I'm kidding, you can stand on these, they told us. But, so they got, some were for storage, some were for sleeping. Really cool. And I will see you guys back at the bottom of the trail. Maybe I'll take some videos on the way down. Show you where they had made me imprison Lola. Which I'm just kidding, it's all good. I understand why they don't want pets up here. But yeah, one more time. And I guess I haven't had my face in a lot of these, so here I am with that really beautiful view. And they are kind of behind me. Really neat, like I said. And the thing is about all these beautiful places is you can, you know, you can't help but think of how beautiful it is, but still, no matter how pretty it is, people are going to deface. I mean, that's kind of funny, but also, I mean, I don't know, that's a little bit of a knucklehead thing to do. So, like I said, you know, there's people who, you can see where people have carved in their name, where it says Colby or Jack or whatever. Didn't see any penises drawn into the cave dwellings, which is surprising. But like I said, you know, that's why we can't have nice things, right? Because people need to destroy them. You know, and there's, yeah, maybe graffiti is cool, but not when it's on national monuments or on wildlife, for that matter. One more view down into this canyon. Awesome. And I've said it a bunch already, but awesome. You know, look at all the, I mean, just the amount of just random things that are just beautiful. I mean, that's awesome. We don't have that in Minnesota. Really cool wildlife. But yeah, just some of these cliff face, just breathtaking. And here's kind of the valley. I think that down here you can't really see the river. There you can. I think that's Gila. I think that's how you say it, Gila River. And then right here we got the bridge, and you maybe can see it right there is where the kennels are, and that's where I had to lock up Lola, right there, right underneath that bridge. Like I said, definitely understandable. But I really prefer like walking with her, obviously. So here is They have these dog kennels underneath the bridge, so this is where I had to put Lola. I feel bad. So we'll get her settled and back in, hopefully find a trail that we can both go on. Right? So, river crossing. I have wool socks and sneakers, but you know what? I'm a trooper and I don't care that much if my socks get wet. Here we are crossing and oh, yep, yum, nice, awesome. I love it. And here Lola is being very finicky. But I hope that she understands a little bit of why we're up. Okay, and now you can get back down, sweetheart. And yeah, wet feet, nice. One more river crossing to go, I guess. All right, so it's about 9:30, and we are hiking what's called Stock Trail, West Stock Trail. So really, really gorgeous view. So this goes, let's see, about 3 miles on top of this kind of ridge here, and then there's about a mile hike back on the road. So you know, last night it got really cold and it got down to freezing. I actually I got to the hot springs and got my shoes wet crossing the river because there, you know, like I had in the video, there's a few spots where I crossed the river, and actually I woke up this morning and my shoes were frozen. Luckily, the water lines in my van didn't bust for my drinking water, so that's probably something I got to start thinking about a little bit more. But yeah, it's a really, really lovely hike. Awesome view. Lola's doing wonderful. She's ready to keep on going. And the funny thing is, let's stand here for a second. And you know, if I stand here for a moment, oh yep, she sits down. She waits. Got my big old water bag with me and doing it. And you can actually hear she just meowed at me to let's keep on going. So I yeah, really grateful for this hike. It's awesome. So here I think that we're about halfway, maybe a little bit more, done with this trail. I've been walking for, let's see, about an hour and some change. Pretty beautiful. I think that yesterday when we were talking about the cliff dwellings, I think that this cliff was in the video. So that's kind of give you a reference, a little bit of where I'm located in the park. Lola, like I said, is just she's as good as can be, just like a dog. I mean, I've met dogs that are less trained than Lola. So there she is sitting, and let's walk. And yep, she picks up the cue pretty quickly. I actually had my sleeping clothes on. It got, like I said, it got real cold last night. So these are flannel lined jeans, and I've got a pretty hardy sweatshirt on. But the air's still cold, just the sun is heating it up. Some deer right up there. That's really cool. I'm gonna try and get a little bit closer if I can. Oh, and there's some more. I don't know if you saw it prancing. Real quick, one more tarantula. So this time of year, the males, they are just running around looking for mates. Let's see, does Lola notice him? Oh gosh. What is that? What'd you say? Come on. Yeah, I don't even think she did notice him. There he is. That's awesome. All right. So, we're attempting a bit of a big thing today. This is going to be Lola's longest hike. Where are you? There she is. This is gonna be Lola's longest hike that we've ever done. So, you know, the previous record is about 4 miles. The trail we're going is 4.5 miles there and back. So we're gonna see how she fares. I'm not worried about her I'm not worried about her, you know, staying on the trail or anything. I know she'll do that. But I'm worried more about making sure that she's hydrated. So I brought a little bit of chicken with me and a water dish. So I'm gonna try and mix it up so that she has water. But right now I'm trying to kind of move fast because there was a lady with a dog behind us, and the dog was real nice, but I don't want the lady to feel like she has to keep her distance, and I don't want to, I don't know, I just don't want to be interacting with a dog and a person. I mean, shoot, if she wanted to walk with me, that'd be fine, but I don't know. I think you guys know what I mean, because sometimes that can just be trouble for Lola. And you know, if I feel like she's doing not well, or Lola wants to stop walking, then shoot, that's fine. I got her carrier and we'll be good. I got the water titty, the dromedary is what they actually call it. That's it's a term for, I think, what you call a camel's hump that stores water. Dromedary. So yeah, we've got a really nice view. Very awesome. Rocking my favorite hat, and we're getting to it today, so very cool, very good. I will update when I have an update. So we walked probably 3 miles. Yeah, probably 3 miles in one direction, but Lola, I don't know if she's hot or stressed and just wants to go back, or maybe she seemed pretty eager to hike to begin with, but now we've been taking some breaks, and she just, I don't know, I guess she's overheating. Like I said, she was hyperventilating, so we took a break. I tried to get her to drink water. She won't drink water. I tried putting a little bit of chicken in it, and she wouldn't drink. So I've been pouring water onto her to just keep her cool. I mean, it is what it is. We still got a really nice hike in, and the thing is, she's not letting me, I mean, I could lock her in the carrier, but she's just not letting me put her on my shoulders, or she will, but for no longer than like 5 minutes, and then she wants to walk again. So, here's the little kitty. No, I don't know. Just gonna take what I can get, and I'll go home, and I'm home. I'll go to the van and I'll make lunch. It is, but yeah, it's completely fine. You know, how chill is your cat? Pretty chill. Well, that's wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Hey. Come here, dog.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so before I left, gosh, you really can't see him that well on camera, but these are petroglyphs done by the native peoples 700 years ago. So it's really just phenomenal how well preserved they are. I mean, considering, you know, it's 700 years ago, you think if you take a can of spray paint and, you know, draw something on a piece of wood, that disappears after, like, you know what, just a couple years that'll disappear, I feel like. But these have lasted for so long. You can see, you know, kind of shapes of baby people. I know that, you know, some of these probably represent the mountains, or that one there I was saying, I think it reminds me of a lizard. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys these before I left. So if you come to Gila, right, you've got to check out the trail to the past, because you'll check out the cliff dwellings, and yeah, look at how high they are. So they were, if you can imagine, people just scaling up there to with this mixture of, I think it was just mixture of water and some sort of ore. But I just wanted to show these before I left because they're awesome. So if you come to Gila, then you need to check out, it's called the Trail of the Past, okay? So you go to Lower Scorpion Campground and go to Lower Scorpion Campground, and right kind of by the bathroom, there is, and this one's really cool too. I mean, you know, you got to see them in the kind of dawn light, I feel like, to get the full impression of them. But yeah, they're very, very, very cool. But so that's right over here where you can see the camper. That is the upper or lower Scorpion Campground. There's the bathroom. Just follow this little path. It's literally 1 minute. And if you go the other way on this path, there's another cliff dwelling that's not part of the main upper cliff dwellings, because those are their own little, you know, attraction, and they're guarded at all times, or not guarded, but they're very well kept. And if you follow this trail, there's actually another cliff dwelling in the back. So it's really, really worth checking out. I'm not going to go show it just because I don't want to walk all the way over there. I'm just doing this right before I leave. So check it out. And with that, that's going to be the last of Gila National Forest, you guys. So yeah, it was wonderful. I would give it a 10 out of 10. You really got to check it out. All right, signing off.